Alright. Now to the hotel. Oh wait, what's back here? Okay, can't jump on any of those. Where are we going? Oh, I just jump across here. Monsieur Neckar's townhouse. Ha! Got him. Oh, we can activate this now. Oh, just straight up leads back to the... Okay. Huh. I don't remember who this is, to be quite honest. What character was he? Yeah. Alright, that's blocked, of course. Alright. Nope. Didn't work. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a spider bot. Oh, that's what the fire ones could do. Ow. There. Got him. Where's this lead? Let's look around a bit more. Okay, that's how we got in. That's the shortcut back to the Vestal. Okay. So now we're back to Faubourg Saint-Germain.
They're after us. You must carry on, I beg you.
I'll never
make it. I'm out of breath.
Oh, I'm no dead, Gia. Suzanne, just a bit more. We're almost there.
So he was running away with his wife? Question mark? Let's just use ordinary. Oh, we must be able to. We'll probably circle around to that one spot where we wanted to go to. What's over here? An essence of a noble spirit. Oh! Come on. There we go. One hit. Another essence of a noble spirit. Whoa, okay. Double hit with that. Aha! Thought I heard one coming from behind. Nice. Took him out. But yeah, I don't remember this character at all. Église Sainte-Marie.
Ravaged the church and slaughtered the faithful.
A letter from the parish priest of Église Sainte-Marie. Dear Reverend Deacon, I am obliged to go to Orleans, where my sister, who has befallen ill, beckons me to her bedside. I therefore entrust you with the key to the ossuary, and ask you to preside over the funerals in my absence. The Lord be with you. Father Michelot, Église Sainte-Marie. So we're gonna find a corpse with a key, probably. But hold on. Église Sainte-Marie. Defeat the unstable. Oh, okay. There's a boss around here. Okie doke. Where's the unstable? There it is, I think. Yep, unstable frost acolyte. Oh, so that's what the name of these ones are. It's an acolyte. Alright. I'll just go ahead and use oil barrettes just because, Bring it. Aren't they all unstable, though? Alright. Alright, you. Bring it on. Ow. Okay. Alright. Guess I'm using that last one anyway. Haha. Did I get him? Nope. Now, he's on fire, and he's gonna die from it. Haha. Bismuth block. Nice. Alright, now that I've done that... Oh, that's blocked. Oh, it just straight up brought me around. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and use the Vastal. 16,670, so I need, like, 16,500. Or 6,300. I wish on this menu this showed how much, how many spirit anima I have. You know what? We'll just hunt some more down. Église Saint-Marie. Oh, where's this? Ah. Tried to do that, huh? Tried to ambush. Jump up here. Ah, one of those big guys out there.
It's going to give way.
Right, Susan! It's too late!
So that's what happened here. Where are we? Okay, there is a way to get back up there. Okay, if we need to, we can always go back. What the? Why is there a music shift? This is not the usual combat music. Thought I heard a bullet whiz by. Is there anything around here? No? You know what? I'm gonna go back real quick. Because I think that down this way. Whoop.
They're back.
It's going to be all right. This machine is alone and the door is barricaded.
It won't hold. Did you see how easily those demons entered the church?
Hello.
I mean you no harm.
It can speak.
What do you want with us, Automat?
What happened in this church?
You should know. It was your kind that slaughtered these lambs. I don't think those who were able to escape stand much of a chance either. They're hiding in the catacombs behind the church.
And that the automats took alive.
The gentleman.
Slightest idea.
That's enough questions now. Leave us be, Vertu.
Man, this audio bug is very annoying. Come on. How am I to get up there? Okay, there's the big guy over here. Oh, he noticed me. Oh, that didn't. Oh, okay. Alright. Whew. Oh hey, we have enough to level up now. First, Lavoisier sublimate. Yes, definitely want that. And in a minute, we'll be able to go the other way. We can unlock that door, and we'll have a shortcut. Haha! Oh. Frost one. Bring it, Frosty. I barely missed him. Yeah, got him. Before we go into the catacombs, however, Faubourg Saint-Germain. Two things. Let's increase our durability this time. We need one more bismuth block. And we upgraded our potency. Yeah. Ah, he barely outranged me on that. Haha, you're down. Honestly, out of the enemy types, this one is honestly one of the more threatening ones. Alright, we already were here. But we never went this way. Essence of a noble spirit. Alright. Unlocking this passage. Anything in here? Grade 2 lasting affliction module. Hey, wait a minute. We never did upgrade to a level 3. Long infusion. The duration of alchemy. can use on weapons. Okay. I don't know if that applies to... I don't know if that applies to my move set, or if it just has to deal with weapons. Module key. Alright, where...
Citizen Verliet. Here, I should be able to cross the moat easily.
Alright, hold on. Let's pull out the compass. There we go. Noble Spirit Essence. Says we should be able to cross this easily, but I don't know if we can make that jump. Two cast irons. Well, I guess we'll give it a shot. Hotel de Valide. Before good thing we checked back here. Ordinary oil vial.
The debt was no longer sustainable, Your Majesty. Your mechanical revolution has changed the face of the kingdom, but the coffers are woefully empty.
The debt, Monsieur Necker. This debt that you and your banking friends helped to create for your own benefit, and which is now forcing us to levy new taxes. Will my subjects be able to bear another tax?
Yes, Your Majesty, as long as it is distributed fairly. The representatives of the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate must come to an agreement. That is why we have convened the Estates General. Tomorrow you are to preside over the opening ceremonies.
Your Estates General. Nothing good can come of it. You have roused the spirit of rebellion. All I hear about are their damned cahiers de doléances. My rightful enjoyment is being challenged. The streets of Versailles are teeming with loudmouth fanatics with sacrilegious thoughts. Tell me, Monsieur le Ministre, have you purposely set this army of the unwashed against me?
Your Majesty, I have always been your most faithful servant.
Beware, Necker. Beware. I have a surprise in store for anyone who dares attack my throne.
Jeez. It's just a teensy bit unhinged. Not yet. I want to see if we can get into those catacombs, actually. It's gonna be eating at me. Since we know that's the way forward. We have it opened. I really don't want to miss out on what could be underneath that cathedral. Oh, hey, that's right. We never did discover what path we opened up. Oh, okay, now I have an idea of where we're at. Because that way, over here, leads back to the start. Where the heck is that coming from? Oh, up there. So, Jacques Necker he was, like, a banker? And, really close to the king? Nah, it doesn't look like we can. This is the way that leads back. And this, right here, was the jump gap we took. So we got the Vestal there. Alright, let's try and see if we can check on these catacombs. Haha! Got him. I'm sorry. That's just like pure comedy right there. Like, all right, let's go back to this spot and see what we're missing out on, only to see that it was locked the whole time. I really should have checked that before. More than anything, I actually do find that funny. Sure, it wasted some time, but at least it wasn't super far to where then I would have been upset. It was just short enough of a sprint to where it wasn't too much of a big deal. So let's see, we went through here. We went up. And then we gotta jump across here again. Hotel des Invalides. treasure of Les Invalides. Oh, those are new. Wow, he managed to hit me. Uh-oh. I don't find this thing very threatening. Oh, okay. Well, that's new. Well, that was easy.
Suzanne, my dear Suzanne, take my hand, please. Don't let them take me away. No. Oh no, this has to stop. I don't want to be tormented anymore.
That is not my intention. I have come to rescue you.
Rescue me? But what on earth are you?
It is of no importance. What did you see and hear before you regained consciousness?
I had frightful visions, rageful wraiths filled with pain and sorrow. And it was cold enough to curdle the blood. Oh, it's impossible to describe. All the rage and anger. I was in another body, I think. So big, so powerful. And there was this commanding voice, ordering me to spread terror and death. Did I really hear it? Or did I momentarily lose my mind?
Who are you, Monsieur?
Don't you know? I'm Jacques Necker, Ministre des Finances. Well, I was before I was captured. But this situation suggests that the king has decided to dismiss me from his service.
What does he accuse you of?
My alleged connivance with the Third Estate, no doubt. And most of all, for having been the first to ask to convene the Estates General.
How and when were you captured?
When the machines attacked, my wife and I fled our home to hide not far from there, in the Église Sainte-Marie. But we didn't stand a chance against the machines. They overran the nave, wantonly mowing down the faithful. My wife, my poor wife, she wasn't able to escape. I'm sadly convinced of this. As for me, my life was spared only so I could be tormented. What is the meaning of all this?
What will you do now?
There is no future for me in this kingdom. I need to find a safe place where I can prepare for my departure as soon as possible.
I will take you to the Cordelier convent. You will be safe there.
À la bonne heure, she's back.
Aegis, what a joy and relief to see you again.
Monsieur,
Welcome to our stronghold. I'm sure that everyone here is aware of the great debt we all owe you. As you can see, the most exhausted among us are growing stronger.
While the most determined are already planning our counterattack.
I did not expect to see you all together.
4 days ago, the representatives of the Third Estate gathered in a tennis court. They swore not to separate until they had established a constitution for the nation. But that was not the only oath we swore. All the honorable men who were at Versailles, representatives and patriots, members of the Club Breton, secretly swore to meet here if they were dispersed.
You, Aegis, have allowed them to gather once again. Though unfortunately many are missing, we still have hope.
Why did you choose to meet in this convent?
It was my idea. Voyez-vous, I stay here whenever my obligations bring me to Paris. No other retreat inspires such peace and contemplation. Et puis, truth be told, this building has always felt like a fortress to me. Just look at how thick these walls are.
For 2 whole days, the patriots in the quarter consolidated the outer walls to make it an impenetrable citadel. No automat has broken through our defenses yet.
Where are the monks, mon père?
They are secluded in their quarters, praying for the salvation of the people of Paris. However, we bear no illusions. We are weak, we are divided.
And we are unarmed. Without you, without your warrior strength, we have no chance of turning things around.
You are sent by heaven above, Aegis. From now on, you may consider the Cordelia Convent your headquarters and a welcome refuge.
We must speak, you and I, in private, if you please. Monsieur de Lafayette must not hear a word of what I'm about to tell you.
What do you mean? You all seem to be certain that I will use my strengths to serve your cause. Are you forgetting that I have a task to accomplish?
Not at all, madame. We all know and support your plan to free Monsieur de Vaucanson. That is why I've taken the time to think of a way for you to get to the Bastille.
I am listening.
There is a patriot in Paris whose pamphlets have aroused Monsieur de Lafayette's ire. His anger is so strong that the poor man had to disappear to escape arrest. I know that he is secretly hiding in the quarries in Montmartre. A labyrinth he is said to know like the back of his hand. If anyone can help you navigate the obstacles that keep you from the Bastille, it is the elusive Monsieur Marat.
Very well. I will go and find him. Monsieur Necker.
I owe you my life, madame. So I am embarrassed to ask you for anything more.
Do not fear. You have my full attention.
Suzanne, my beloved wife. I cannot bring myself to accept her death. Despite all the evidence, I still hope to see her alive again. I need to be sure. Mon Dieu. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Why has the king sworn to destroy me? And all that I hold dear. After everything I've done for him. My abnegation.
Why would the king owe you anything?
I dedicated my life to the kingdom as his minister. Well, my life and my fortune as well. I refuse to accept any remuneration for my services in order to keep the accounts balanced. And I personally fill the king's coffers with 2.5 million livres from my own private accounts. Bonds in the Caisse d'Escompte, which the king keeps in a tailor-made armoire de fer in the Palais des Tuileries. He stores all his secrets there. I'd wager there's enough in there to sully his reputation 100 times over. You must retrieve these bonds post-haste, madame. They must not be used to allow this madman to build more murderous automats.
Do I have any chance of opening it?
Don't even think about it, madame. Despite your incredible strength, that safe is said to be impenetrable. It was designed precisely to that effect. I personally never had access to it. I suppose that its contents were too unofficial for the honest minister that I always was.
Who has the key?
The king does, that's for sure.
Anyone else?
How could I know? His shadow advisors, most likely. Now that I think about it, there's a rumor that has been going round Versailles for a while now. It's said that Monsieur de Mirabeau used to come and go as he pleased at the Tuileries, that he oversaw diplomatic missions for the crown. Not in any official capacity, of course. Who knows? He might know more about this matter than I do.
I will ask him. I will look into what happened to your wife.
Bless you, madame.
Where should I start my investigation?
In the Faubourg Saint-Germain, east of Les Invalides. We were separated in the Église Sainte-Marie, on Rue de Bourgogne.
I shall be off.
You are the only hope of seeing my beloved wife again, and of foiling the plans of the clockwork tyrant.
Got it. A letter to Monsieur de Lafayette, La Belle Gabrielle, the 25th of April, 1789, to the Marquis de Lafayette. My dear husband, as agreed, I received Monsieur, director of the Botanical Garden, this morning when he got off the boat, and found him in a very poor state after his long voyage. However, he made a point of visiting the plantation before giving me his enlightened opinion. He deemed the soil to be excellent, and recommended the nurseries to be built to grow some 500 young clove trees. Harvesting ladders should be built, as well as drying sheds and storerooms. Please tell me as soon as possible, my dear, if you agree to these arrangements. I long for you, and hope with all my soul to see you again in this distant land that is so dear to us. Adrienne. Oh. Letter addressed to Abbé Gregoire. To our Abbé Gregoire, parish priest of Embermeni, mon père. The rules of our order forbid us from taking part in secular affairs. It is through prayer, and prayer alone, that we shall save the souls of those whom the Lord, in his holy grace, decides to call back unto him. I entrust you with the reliquary of our brotherhood, and pray that you, as well as those who seek shelter by your side in the refectory of our convent, will keep it safe from the destruction that could befall us. May God keep you and protect you. Father Etienne, Prior of the Order of Observant Friars Minot.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Real quick, let me read this. A letter addressed to Julien Raymond. From Aquin Saint-Domingue, 20th of March, 1789. God willing, this letter reach you before the Estates General. We encourage you to rage whilst at Versailles, and not merely stick to agricultural issues. We must argue that we have no deputies, and that whatever the white representatives demand should not be the law for us. Stand strong and fight the contempt they have for us. We also recommend that you speak with Monsieur Necker. His charitable works exude humanity and hint that he is a man who is open to the oppressed. Farewell and good health. Your friend and brother, Francois Raymond. Okay, that's Bailey. A pamphlet denouncing Necker. L'ami du pupil. Number C23. A political and impartial journal by Monsieur Murat. 11th of May, 1789. What use are wit, finesse, audacity, and tenacity if they are not employed in favor of the common good? The people shall not forget that a year ago, Monsieur Necker signed a pact of organized famine by announcing in the summer of 1788 the threat of a shortage to come. He deliberately stoked the high cost of bread. Then, using this inflation as a pretext, he established a public monopoly, depriving bakers of their freedom to procure their supplies as they see fit. This, dear readers, is how our philanthropist has monopolized all the grain in the kingdom to allow his accomplices to benefit from speculation. His friends, ministers, lords, heads of the judiciary, and other clever scoundrels were involved in this. His friends, ministers, lords, heads of the judiciary, and other clever scoundrels were involved in this plot. Together, these brigands built a profitable business on the misfortunes of the kingdom, with the support of all the servants and whores of the court. My pen is free, citizens, and it will relentlessly pursue Monsieur as long as he remains at the helm of the kingdom's affairs. It will reveal his crimes until, unable to escape the righteous anger of the people, My pen is free, citizens, and it will relentlessly pursue him as long as he remains at the helm of the kingdom's affairs. It will reveal his crimes until, unable to escape the righteous anger of the people, the starver seeks to save himself by taking flight.
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
Yep.
Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you again. It was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
See you later, perhaps.
Oh.
Monsieur Raymond.
Go on, Aegis.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles. It counts some of the wealthiest plantation owners in the Empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santilles, our most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money, and their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between 2 planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their exact words. It's hard to say what this could possibly mean, but I fear they plan to administer some foul drug to their slaves to force them to toil day and night, without rest. Our organization will not let these poor souls endure such a hell. Aegis, we must look into this. It is a matter of great urgency.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur de Robespierre? S'il vous plaît, do tell.
Do you not also exploit the labor of these poor souls yourself on your indigo plantation?
I fight every minute of every day to improve their condition. No one would have the audacity to deny this.
If that's the case, then why wait? Free them. You preach abolition, yet you continue to line your pockets at their expense. The truth is, you refuse to upend the established colonial order because your entire fortune depends on it.
It's easy to criticize from atop Mount Olympus, Maximilian. You know nothing of the realities of Saint-Domingue. What would happen to all these people if I freed them tomorrow? Without an education, without a livelihood, I would be condemning them to the most abject misery. No. I must act with both compassion and realism.
Any reform, revolutionary or not, must be taken step by step, with moderation and prudence.
This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself at La Belle Gabrielle, my plantation in Guyane. There you will not find slaves, but workers who earn a weekly wage. And my plantation is no less profitable.
Ah, yes, profit. Because that's the most important thing. Don't you see, the law of nature gives every man the right to cultivate his own land.
Monsieur, calm yourselves. I implore you. Now is no time to quarrel. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us is extremely worrying. We must find out more about this plot to create sleepless slaves as quickly as possible. Aegis, you are the only one who stands a chance of making it to the Hotel de Massiac alive.
Mr. Mirabeau?
Have you found my mother?
No, not yet.
Remember, rumor has it she lives in the slums of the Marais, in the shadow of the Bastille.
Which we have not gotten to yet.
Minister Necker claims that you were a familiar face at the Tuileries Palace.
That old story. Will it hound me until I have drawn my last breath? This, madame, is nothing but an unfounded rumor that I am trying in vain to dispel. To what do I owe the displeasure of having to defend myself once again?
I must get hold of some documents that are kept in an armored safe in the King's chambers.
What lock could resist your talents?
Minister Necker said it was indestructible.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. Who could help you? After all, a lock is nothing more than a simple mechanism. Nothing that can resist the expertise of our dear Monsieur Bailly. Why don't you ask him for help?
I'll be sure to do so.
Now, who else might be of use? Oh, there's Monsieur Lavoisier as well, our gunpowder commissioner. If he were here, I'm sure he'd have no trouble finding you something you could use to blow the door off that stubborn safe.
Sadly, he's still at Luxembourg.
Then it is high time you rescued him, madam. Now, if you'll forgive me, I have an urgent matter to attend to.
You are forgiven for everything.
In that case, it has been a pleasure, madam.
Okay. Monsieur.
Monsieur Bailly.
Ah, mademoiselle. I am very pleased to find you here with us within the shelter of these walls.
I'm looking for a way to force a lock that is supposed to be unbreakable. Monsieur de Mirabeau advised me to ask you for help.
But I'm an astronomer, mon enfant, not a locksmith. I know my way around lenses, filters, racks and tripods. But I've never given a moment's thought to how a lock works. Monsieur de Mirabeau was joking with you, that's all. Où est-il, ce brave homme? So that we might ask him.
He has left. A matter that could not wait.
Excuse me? Do you mean he left the convent? That's madness. What was so important that he would put himself in such danger?
Intriguing indeed.
Has anyone seen Monsieur de Mirabeau? Aegis, I'd like to talk to you about my research. Do you have a few moments to spare for me?
Certainly, mon père. I am listening.
I've carefully collected the testimony of our companions here. Then I compared them with the observations made during my investigation of the man who calls himself Cagliostro. I came to quite the shocking conclusion. I believe I have discovered how the royal automats remain constantly in motion, like clocks that never need winding. They get their energy from the souls of the dead, Aegis. They drink from the anima essence that permeates the purgatory described by Monsieur de la Fare. These machines feed on the dead. The greater the massacre, the deeper the river where they slake their thirst.
Is there any way to stop the bloodshed, mon père?
I believe there is always hope, Aegis. As long as I remain free to pursue my research, I will never lose faith. I keep thinking about the three Nemes. These echoes. All of this is clearly related to Nicholas Flamel's work.
The alchemist?
Precisely, mon ami. And this leads me to fear the worst.
What have we to fear from an alchemist who died nearly 4 centuries ago?
Not him, per se. Rather the heretic who is exploiting his discoveries. This poses a grave danger to us all.
What do you fear, mon père?
What do I fear? Nearly 2 months ago, the king forbade anyone from setting foot inside the Église Saint-Jacques de la Boucherie, near the Hôtel de Ville. He had the priests forcibly removed. They hardly even had time to save the church's sacred relics. Since then, only our Father in Heaven knows what they've been doing there, hidden away from the people of Paris.
Mon Dieu. Flamel's tomb.
My thoughts exactly, Monseigneur. Legend has it that Flamel was buried with his lapis philosophorum.
What is the lapis philosophorum, mon père?
The Philosopher's Stone. Where do I begin? No one knows its true nature, or even what it might look like. All that is known is that it is said to grant untold riches and eternal life to whoever possesses it. Its very existence is questioned, of course. But if it's true, just imagine what sinister purpose the king and his accomplices might find for it. We must elucidate this matter at any cost.
Where is this tomb?
In the church's crypt. The priests always ensured that it remained undisturbed, despite the mystery surrounding it. But now they're no longer there to protect it. We need to know for certain.
But how? There are automats everywhere.
Aegis.
Oui, mon père.
Will you help us get to the bottom of this?
Did you not say that it was impossible to enter the church?
There is perhaps a solution. The penitent's door behind the Châtelet leads to the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. It's only opened on Good Friday, but this year, I had the honor and good fortune to lead the procession. Here is the key.
Goodbye, mon père.
Okay, I believe that was everything. Alright, so we're back in Luxembourg. Let's see if we can find that echo and bring Monsieur Lavoisier back. Wondering where it could be. Excusez-moi. Place de la Comedie. Athenaeus' hiding place. Clues of the Abyss. Cool that we can just zoom from like rooftop to rooftop. We haven't looked at the map. Oh, never mind. It is of no help for what I need it for. Ow. Oh, okay. At least we're not very far. I wonder what would happen if we tried to attack the group. They'd be like, "This is madness." At least it wasn't very hard to get to there. Most of it was just along the rooftops. was around here. Go. Come on. Ah. Oh, we got a perfect swing on that one. Côtier de Saint-Andrés des Hortes. Ah. Okay, these ones actually are pretty deadly. There we go. Haha. Take that.
Monsieur, what an abomination. There. Everything's fine, my dear. They've gone. Just think. They could have attacked us.
Poor Dr. Lemonnier. What crime did he commit to deserve such a cruel fate?
The king would not have ordered his own doctor to be mistreated like that.
These machines are his, aren't they?
I don't know. They obeyed the man in the red suit. He was looking for something very specific, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. Guess there's nothing further from them. Oh. Now we have a little bit of a shortcut. Les Gendarmes de Luxembourg. Okay. Ah, it's a welder. Actually, now that I look at it, that's a tree trunk. So would it be more accurate to call it a logger? Yeah. This place is very creepy. Palais de Luxembourg. Actually, let's open this. That's unlocked. Is this? Found it. Okay. Whoop. That's right, we haven't even gone down here yet. Oh, hey. Now we have extra reason to. Yeah. You missed. That was your last mistake. Alright. So now we gotta make our way back to, where we fought the, alchemist. Cotier. The Théâtre France. Was it through the sewers? Like, I'm trying to remember where it would be. Because now everything's out of order. But now, we'll be able to get Lavoisier.
No, please, heaven help me!
My intentions.
Get back! You were only given the power of speech to better deceive your victims.
I come in peace, Monsieur. How many automats must I destroy to convince you of this?
À la fin.
Tell me what happened to the unfortunate souls who died in this square.
What you see is the entire court of the Comte de Provence lying there. I am the only survivor.
The Comte de Provence? Has he fallen as well?
No. The scoundrel deceived us. He left the palace without telling us. When it was our turn to flee, it was already too late. The adventure ended here, on the steps of the theater. At the hands of this monstrous creature who spits fire, ice, and lightning. The most courageous tried to fight back, but they met with the same fate as the others.
Does this creature have no weakness?
One would imagine. We did manage to land a few blows when it was dragged down by the weight of its enormous mortar, but it was all in vain. My only advice to you is to escape while you still can.
Don't worry, we already killed it. Thank you for the warning, though. This is the garden. Oh, jeez, man. I don't suppose. Nope. It's not gonna give me where he is. Just let's try to get to the end of this place. It wasn't that way. Ah, my lord. Do they just not anticipate somebody missing out on it? Assuming. Oh yeah, it was here, right? There he is. I got his last echo. Oh. My god.
It's a trap. How could I have been so naive? Cagliostro, that miscreant. He's got me. He's got us all.
There. You are free.
Senor. Vocations dancer. You're conscious too. And yet, you're not one of the Count's creatures, n'est-ce pas?
I do not know, Monsieur.
But how?
It is best not to stay here, Monsieur. I will take you to the Cordelier convent. The representatives of the Third Estate have made it their stronghold.
Oh, so you know about it. Well, if you'll agree to be my escort, let us leave post-haste.
You are safe now, Monsieur Lavoisier.
It is thanks to you that I am here safe and sound, madame. And though your very nature is a mystery to me, I am and shall be forever in your debt.
How do you intend to counter the King's actions?
Unfortunately, we don't have the upper hand. For now, we can only hope to protect ourselves from him. I am convinced that something is afoot. Something that could destroy all our hopes in an instant.
You have my full attention.
You should know that I am a gunpowder commissioner. As such, I oversee the provision of gunpowder to the kingdom's arsenals, l'Arsenal de Paris in particular. For the past 2 days, a large quantity of gunpowder from Marsangy has been sitting near Les Invalides. It's in a warehouse by the factories, but the men I sent to take possession of the cargo and transport it to the Arsenal have gone missing. Do you realize what this means?
The gunpowder could have fallen into our enemy's hands.
It's possible. One thing is certain. It's enough to destroy half of Paris. Whether it is still in the warehouse or has fallen into the wrong hands, we must find it urgently. Then, if possible, we must neutralize it.
How?
Simply by placing it in contact with water. Nothing could be easier in theory, but we must find a way to flood it.
Flood the gunpowder? You're out of your mind, Lavoisier. We're in the most desperate of situations and you want to deprive us of such a valuable resource. What will our cannons use once we have formed our army of patriots?
Your army, Marquis, is presently but a figment of your imagination.
I see. So you're one of those men who would sound the retreat before the battle has even begun.
I will go to the warehouse. Once I have located the powder, I will decide what to do with it. Goodbye, Monsieur Lavoisier.
Monsieur Lafayette, intruding on our conversation. Alright. So we're going to Montmartre? I need 1,000. Really quick. Let's see if we can get that. Ow. Just need one more enemy. Quartier de Théâtre de France. Ah. Perfect. Parfait. That's right. Bring this over instead. Ow. No escape. Got a cast iron and a alchemical capsule. Believe it is this way. Yes, it is. Alright. Let's see if we can get this to level 20. Alright. Because now we're going to go to Montmartre. Jeez. Looks like a fortress.